Tonight we're gonna do something a little different on our video. Don't laugh at me, woman. My nephew brought this truck and he doesn't like how slow it is, so if you can see here, he bought the Brushless, the Reedy powered 3300 kV. It's pretty fast. It's one of the best ones on the market in my opinion. But we're gonna take this out and put this in. So I'm gonna try to make the video as fast as possible, because I don't know how to edit it out. Brand new screws are really hard to get out, for me anyway. I might do some editing this go around like I did, you know, had my daughter do a couple other times for me. These things don't just take off tires either. They have all kind of good uses. This little T-handle wrench. And again, if you guys like these videos, I'm probably gonna make a lot more of these than anything else, because like, can't film at work anymore. So he asked me how many cars I've taken apart. He should know the answer to that. I've had many of these things. I still have a bunch of them. The only thing about brand new screws is they're extremely hard to get out. Once you get them going, come out fairly easy. That'll be all right. The camera can shake. Try not to lose screws, so I got this little lid that I can't remember if my daughter had it or my wife had it. Anyway, I'll show you what it is. It had a bunch of beads in it. And so what we done was, they lost all the beads or used all the beads, I don't know. So I was like, hey, what are you gonna do with that? And they're like, throw it away. And it's like, can I have it? They're like, sure. He's already dug into this thing. It's my nephew's truck, if I didn't say that. I don't remember if I did or didn't. And he already dug into this thing and took some stuff off of it. I don't know what he took off of it. Well, number one, this is how I got it with no body. He said he stepped on it, which is cool. I will admit, I've never taken one of these apart. I did play with the truck before he decided to upgrade it, and I have to say, for a stock truck, it really wasn't that bad. I rather liked it. I probably don't have to take the center brace out. Yes, I do, because I gotta take this off. So, pop this out. I'll take these center screws out right here. If you've never taken a Redcat Racing I don't even know what this thing is. I will say, I bought a few of the cheaper end cars, and this is, I think he said he spent less than $200 on the car. I mean, it comes with metal axles, metal, the center drive shaft is metal. I mean, that's pretty much all the stuff that breaks. They went ahead and beefed it up for you. I mean, for the price tag, it's not a bad deal. He said he thought it was supposed to be two-wheel drive, but it come out, I think, it come out to be a four-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure I looked up the same one he had bought, and it showed it was four-wheel drive. It was two-wheel drive. There's that. Oh, look there. Bam. That was super easy. Instead of being super lazy, trying to just pull it out. Now we have to take this out. What? No. Let's just take this cover off first. If y'all are wondering what I'm working on, it's not a workbench. I'm sitting in my living room, and we got these little TV dinner tables. You know, for when, I don't know, whatever you want to use them for. This is what I use them for. Working on stuff or signing kids' school paperwork. Really quite handy little tables, but I got 3 of them here in front of me. I got the one I'm working on, one behind it, and then I got the camera on one, so you guys can see have a better view. I was gonna have the camera pointed at me, but I was like, you can't see anything that way. That would be dumb. If I learned anything, camera angle, which my last video was terrible on camera angle. We'll have to try to redo that video one day when we're by ourselves. Probably made the mistake of letting him drive my brushless truck. And yes, for all you haters out there in RC land, it's a Traxxas. Personally, I like Traxxas. A lot of parts out there. It's easy to break. It's easy to fix. Probably a new set of Allen wrenches wouldn't hurt. Get our trusty T-wrench out. Cross wrench. Well, that sounded bad. It sounded like I broke it just now. Guess I should have done it this way to begin with, huh? Instead of trying to take the easy way out. Looking at it, there's 2 screws. There's one here and one here. It looks like I'm gonna have to take those out also. Get to my center diff. Which he sent me videos that, you know, I have to say I was rude and I didn't watch. Should have. You need a cough? No. Try not to make this video too long. I'll probably get my daughter to edit some of this out. I'm trying to get her to show me how some of that stuff works. I'm not that old either, that's the worst part. Talking about editing videos, getting Isabel to help me. I'm not that old. I should know how to do this. I mean, I can tear stuff apart and put it back together, but as far as editing videos goes, I'm not very good at it. All right, let's pull this cover off, or not. Oh, awesome. I think he took screws out of the bottom already. Or Redcat didn't put any in there. This is a first-hand look of me doing this. Wow, that camera is shaking a lot. It'd be like old RC Sparks and buy me a kit to do all this with. So go on my electric drill. Sure would make this process a lot easier. I'll be right back. Alright, we did a little TV magic. We had to stop for a moment. Had to take a few parts off. I knew the camera wouldn't be still for those. Dang. It's got some gears in it. I did take the other tire off, so I'll go ahead and take this one off too. My light keeps moving. All right. Get that off. stuff you gotta take off this thing just to get to the engine and spur gear. Of course, we have the wrong wrench. Now, a little more TV magic. I'm going to take these two pins out of the back where I put them. Take two screws out. Pull these pins out. That's not one of the pins, other pins right here. Had to pull the pins out of the arms. I knew it was going to take me a minute to figure it out, so I stopped the video. We're going to put all that back together. And now we're going to try and take these out. Let's see if we can't get this out, because that just pulls right out. A little bit bigger Allen wrench. Time for some more TV magic. Alright, after spending a few minutes looking over this thing, we have to take a lot more stuff off the bottom. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to take some of these screws out that holds the receiver and the ESC, or if you don't know what that means, it's electronic speed controller. Once we take that out, we should be able to take the motor. I think I got the motor to come out without having to take all these screws and stuff out. That would be fantastic. Two more and that'll come out. Forgot about the steering servo. It's got a few screws in it too. I mean, you think I was stripping these things for parts. And the screws I done taken out of it. What's crazy is there's a lot of engineering that goes into these things. I mean, the suspension alone, it's not just, you know, A-arms and stuff like that. They gotta make sure it'll run properly, and people's like, those are just really expensive toys. I'm not gonna disagree with that, but if you've ever played with one, then you get it. If you've never played with one, then you don't understand. Put that to the side for just a moment. I figured this out once I took all the rear end geometry stuff off, that all I had to do was just slide my Allen wrench between this shock and the rear end back here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a screw here and a screw right here. I've been working on taking out. Alright, we'll do a little TV magic. I'm gonna get it out, I'll come back. Alright, after a little bit of TV magic, you see that we have the old trusty brushed motor. Caution, it's hot. but he's gonna put this in another car. But now we have the brushless motor in. We still have to put the speed controller, this, in here. Ooh, barely fits. Yeah. We gotta put this in here, and then we gotta hook it all back up. So that's how far we've gotten tonight. I'm trying not to make this a super long video, but it's not working out that way.
Pineapple, Alabama. Hello.
My wife let it out the bag. We're in Alabama. She didn't know I was recording.
You could warn a wife, you know.
Yeah, probably could. But then there would be no fun in that. He's recording me on that there YouTubes. While he's playing with his stupid little cars. While he's trying to set the pinion right on the motor. Because he's dumb. That might be too small. Here we go. Got too many things laying around. You don't know which is which anymore. If you're curious what the pinion is on a Redcat, because I am, it doesn't say. That's no fun. Oh well. We'll put it back on. No, I ain't stopped recording yet. I want to show people the real difficulties of putting a pinion gear on and then setting the huh? Stupid robocalls. Oh, that's a little tight. It's a little loose. Maybe it'll tighten itself back up. We gotta tighten these screws back up, that's for sure. Move the car and I killed my light angle. Well, if you're curious, our cold spot's gone. Back to 85 and 90 degrees today. You know, our cold front we had the other day at like 75. Really nice hoodie weather. And since you guys did not like my announcer videos, I won't do those anymore. Only got 3 views on each one. I was like, dang.
Maybe if you tagged it Dirt Track Announcer Live.
I did.
You tagged it Announcer Live.
No, you can put tags on it, and that's what I done.
No, but the title.
So you're saying change the title to
Dirt Track Announcer Live.
it is what it is. We're gonna leave it like it is. You know, I ain't no Cletus McFarlane or Street Speed or all those other guys with, billions of YouTube fans. I'm just one guy who does one dumb thing. Let's be me. But if you ain't noticed, I'm a big fella. I do like to cook. I like to cook a lot. Alright, we're going to do a little TV magic, put all this back together. Alright, now that we got everything put in, kinda, I got 2 screws holding the speed controller and steering servo in. I've done quite a bit off camera because I took all this suspension geometry apart a while ago. It did not want to go back together, and it's been fighting me. So we've got pretty much everything back together. I say back together. We got everything stuck back together. I put the speed controller in to check the motor, make sure everything sounded good, and it does sound good. So pretty much we were ready to start putting the car back together after it's in a billion pieces. And if you're wondering, no, I don't know, I say never. I'd probably buy one of these, but I don't know if I would buy it and then upgrade it, because this has been not one of my favorite things to do. But don't get me wrong, I love RC cars. I love everything about them. But now this thing went from really slow to pretty dang fast. Not had it out on the road yet. That's just from running it here in the, more or less sitting on this table, because I didn't take it outside. I didn't do anything. It's dark outside. But just from letting it sit here on the table to letting it just sit here on the table, and then, hitting the throttle a couple times, it's gonna be super fast. I said I took all kinds of stuff off. This shock was one of them. My flashlight even died. I've been doing this way too long. But then again, we did work on low Ford last night. Alan said, my son said it was having trouble, so we went out there and looked, and the starter's about to fall off. We tighten that back up. Got all that back together. Now we're working on this beast. Which, not gonna lie, some people don't like RC cars, but I've noticed a lot more people are starting to get into them. The older I get, the more in the hobby I get into. The more, people around me get into it, and it's just fascinating for them to go, man, I didn't know RC cars could do this, or they were that expensive. Yeah, they're not cheap. Like I said, this car was $200. This is a cheaper car, but it's still, like I said earlier, it's built well. It's a good backyard basher, that's for sure. And that was one of the reasons he had been talking to other people. That was one of the reasons he bought the cars, because they told him it was a good basher. But, pretty much the car's going back together now. I guess I left out all the good stuff. Fighting the motor, putting it in, putting the speed controller back in. Tomorrow, we'll try to get a video made of the car outside. I wish I had a video of the car running before, but I don't. Like I said, it's not my car. But we're gonna definitely try and get a video of the car outside, because it's just a little bit too big to be inside hot rodding it. So yeah, pretty much car's going back together. I think this plate's upside down.
Who the heck is he?
My wife is over there watching my watch. My wife is watching Netflix. She's getting real loud and aggressive over there over some TV. I'm gonna end this video off. As you see, it's all going back together now. It's the same way it came apart. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. We're gonna continue to try to make more videos like this. Not how-to channel, but like, just general stuff that I like doing. Whether it's, a road trip to Texas. I gotta take this bolt out. I think I put it in the wrong spot. I mean, it could be anything. Tennessee, we go anywhere. We go all over the place. But subscribe to the channel. Get them subscribers built up. Share the video with your friends, man. Show them. Show them what we're doing here, man. We're having fun. This doesn't look like fun, but it is. Something soothing about it to me, I guess. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button.